So I really want to start a series on here called Required Reading, where I share one book that I feel like everyone needs to read. You must read it if you want to learn something new, you want to be smarter, or you just want to gain a lot more insight into a particular topic. So for today's episode, I have Policing Black Lives, which details state violence in Canada from slavery to present by Robin Maynard. In case you're not Canadian or you're unfamiliar with the Black Canadian experience, in Canada, we have a lack of research, a lack of literature, and a lack of overall scholarship on what is the Black Canadian experience. Oftentimes, we actually depend on the research that comes out of the United States to inform our understanding of the Black Canadian experience. And Robin sort of talks about this, right? About this idea that we must have our own unique understanding of what it is to be Black in Canada, because the context is different, the history is different, right? And so Robin Maynard, in great detail, she takes us sort of on a journey from the inception of slavery, because wink wink, slavery absolutely existed in Canada, to the present. And she details how anti-Black racism has been present in the justice system, in the school system, in the immigration system, in the housing system, essentially every institution that you could imagine that forms part of Canadian society. And I find that through accessible language, she eloquently disrupts the notion that Canada somehow is this anti-racist society that does not have a history of slavery. And I tell you that I couldn't put this down. It is a nonfiction book, but it definitely doesn't read textbook. Even as a Black Canadian myself, who experiences the Black Canadian experience on a daily basis, and who honestly considers herself well-versed in topics such as racism and classism, structures of oppression and systems of power, etc. and so forth, I consider myself very well-versed in that area of study. However, I still found this to be so invaluable. I highlighted almost every page. I sticky tabbed almost every page. I mean, there is so much knowledge and information in this book. It really begs the question, why wasn't this taught in schools? Like, to be honest with you, I honestly think that this needs to be part of the school curriculum, maybe at the high school level, certainly at the post-secondary level. This needs to be part of our curriculum, okay? Part of our curriculum. And I feel like if you do care about Canada becoming a better place and being a beacon of anti-racism and being truly multicultural, diverse, and accepting, you need to read this book, okay? It is required reading.